What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom of the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems. Back at it again with the sauce. Back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. Tired of being zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos, you'll get them notifications. There's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you informed, and keep you entertained. So today's video, you know how I get down. In these videos, we will talk about these new methods, these new scams, these new fraud tactics, the dark web. What's really going on? Is this stuff real or not? Like hacking, all this different type of stuff in this dark world that's has a lot of people intrigued and interested. Now, people have been asking me about the dark web. Is the dark web real? Is sites real? Can you really make money on the dark web, et cetera, right? And people saying, well, how do you get on the dark web? Like this and that and this and that, right? So the dark web, what is the dark web? Basically, the dark web is like, think of it as the ocean, right? And think of it as the ocean. And in this, well, not the ocean, whatever the water, the iceberg is being, right? Think of it as that. And think of it as this iceberg in the water. And you got the top part of the top part of the iceberg that's sticking out of the water, and you got the bottom part that's in the water, that's, the dark part. That's how you need to look at the dark web and the clear net. The clear net is everything above water, and the dark web is everything underwater. Now, there's different levels to the dark web. It's the dark net and the dark web, and people need to understand the difference between the two. The dark net is basically a place where fraud upon information is being talked about, and the dark web is basically self-explanatory. It's the dark web where you can purchase and buy things and see things. So people ask me all the time, is it real? How do you get on there and blah, 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 right? So understanding the dark web. The dark web is basically a place where you have to go, okay, because a lot of people be confused. And the way I be explaining stuff, people be a little slow. So let me put it in real simple terms to you guys. Getting on the dark web is basically not somebody, well, dark web links are encrypted links, so they look like Bitcoin addresses with .onion at the end. So they're onion sites. I don't know what that is. And on these onion sites, they sell different things, right? So how do you access it? So basically, it's as simple as downloading to a browser, which is on the App Store, and getting a NordVPN, which will, hide your location on the dark web. Now, the dark web isn't illegal to get on. But what is illegal is when you start doing illegal things on there, buying illegal things, trying to watch illegal things like that, right? And that's just a disclaimer, right? So a lot of people be like, well, the dark web is, you can surf the dark web all you want, but once you start trying to buy stuff and actually buying things and stolen stuff and things like that, then it's a problem. But you download Tor browser because Tor browser will basically allow you to search these hidden links, these onion links. That's the only way you can be able to search an onion link. Now, how do you find onion links? That's the problem. Onion links, dark web links cannot be posted on the ClearNet. Nowhere on the ClearNet. So nobody can really promote dark web links. Now, there are places that you can possibly find on the ClearNet that might have dark web links, but the way dark web sites work is they come up and they go down all the time. So a site might be up for 2 days and it might be no longer available. So people ask me all the time, what are sites on the dark web? I don't give sites because people got to understand that sites can be real and fake. Sites can be fake. Sites can be ran by the police, cyber police, all different type of things. So I'm not gonna give nobody no site and have them in a position or situation and then they think either I'm the person behind the site or I set them up or no, I'm not that person. So when I tell people about sites is most people don't even find sites. They find the basically the creator of the sites and through forums and things like that. And once they find those people, that person, because most sites owner you have to have a membership. A lot of people be thinking that these sites are just all really basically any site that's just free form for you to get on and not create an account, things like that is basically almost a scam. Most sites on the dark web, you have to make an account to even access the landing page to get in there. Like as soon as you go to the site, it's create an account or log in. You don't see nothing until you log in. So that's how most sites on the dark web are in today's world. But sometimes there are sites where you don't need a login page and you can just go on there and buy things. Now, what I mean about some sites can be real and fake, meaning that some sites can be actually real, meaning that at one point in time they actually had things on there that was for sale and people were buying and it was legit. But a lot of times those sites don't come down after they run out of products, meaning that yes, they had things for sale once upon a time, but those are now sold out. But they're still at this. The site is still up, and people are still buying these products, and they're getting nothing now. So sites can be real, and then at one point in time, it can turn into a fake site. Then there's a lot of fake sites on there. Like you can make a site, like anything can be a site, and you can make a site and put it on the dark web and turn it into an onion, like an onion link. Like it's not hard. And that's what people are doing. And people are so thirsty to go on the dark web to buy so many illegal and things that they're not supposed to have that they're going on there and they're actually getting scammed left and right because they don't really know about the dark web. Now there are places on the dark web, like I said, that you have to know what you like. You got to actually know the link and actually have an account with them. And there are places on the dark web that do perform certain um methods that can get people a lot of money. But like I said, you have to know the actual link and the actual have a login and pay to do all that stuff. And people find those people through forums on the dark web, not sites. Forums on the dark web is like Reddit forums. People go on there, different topics, different subjects, talk about it and meet and network and stuff like that. So there are sites on the dark web that are getting people a lot of money utilizing different things like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, glitches in certain databases, glitches in debit cards and credit cards, and doing a lot of cybersecurity and system hacking and flashing and a lot of different things that's going on the dark web. But you got to know the site because they're not going to promote those sites just in the public. No, because they don't want to get shut down. They want to be as anonymous as possible. They want to be up and running as long as possible, like the Silk Road and other websites like that. So they're just not going to be on there. Yeah, come to this site. I can do. No, they're going to be in their own world, networking with their own people. And if new people are brought in and want to work, then so be it. But yeah, people are on the dark web, especially with this cryptocurrency. This cryptocurrency wave, what's going on right now. A lot of people are making money through cryptocurrency with rug pulls, meme coins, crypto trading. Then you got people doing a lot of system jamming and flashing with different apps like Apple Pay, Cash App, Bitcoin, Chime, PayPal, um, accounts, bank accounts. Like people who are doing a lot of different things on the dark web. It's just you have to really be like you gotta really come across it or know somebody who knows somebody or knows like you gotta really like it's not just as easy as you think it is just to go in there and find a site and get this or get that. No, it's you gotta really know or do your research and find a forum and talk to people, network and whatever happens, happens. But there are a lot of different other things on the dark web, like we can buy mystery boxes on the dark web. People put random things in boxes. Like you'd be surprised what you get in the mystery box. They got people who selling real and fake narcotics across the world They got red rooms. There's a lot going on the dark web that you would be surprised to see. So, a lot of people ask me about the dark web. Is it real? Is it fake? Why nobody never shares sites or this and that? And because at the end of the day, how can I put this so y'all can understand? All right, people don't share their sites because they don't care. They don't really care. Like they don't want to deal and work with just anybody because they know at the end of the day, most people are janky and they're not going to risk letting anybody in that can possibly bring down their operation. So they have their ways on promoting and telling people about news things, word of mouth, and things like that. So they stay anonymous as they can, and make people and make getting into their platforms on the dark web as hard as possible because they don't want just anybody in there, right? So yes, the dark web is real. Yes, people are doing certain methods and getting loads and glitches and different checks and debit cards and stolen information and fake IDs and documentations all on the dark web. Yes, all this is real, but it's just not like going on the dark web and here you go and but no, you gotta like do a lot of searching and looking and hoping and wishing when you get on there if you don't know a direct link or somebody who actually has that type of service. So if you are don't know nobody don't that's on there or don't just try to go in there buying stuff. And I don't suggest nobody go in there buy anything, but I can't control people what they do. I can't control nobody, and I can control people what they sell. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Because, like I said, a lot goes on the dark web. So make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock to monitor all your social media accounts and financial accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on, and it will monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information is on there floating around for people to buy. All right, so make sure y'all getting your Norton LifeLock. Make sure y'all freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience so nobody can get anything in your name. No loans, credit cards, lines of credit, cars, apartments, not even you unless it's unfrozen by you. So make sure you guys freeze those. Make sure you guys get new debit card and credit card numbers every so often. We get debit cards. We don't we keep them until they expire. And a lot of people don't understand there's always a data leak, compromise leak, or hack that's going on that's stealing information out here. And we tap, insert, swipe, and use our cards all day, every day. And just imagine all the places we didn't use the card and travel to and everything, where all these different places where this card information is. So if you get a new debit card or credit card with new information, you got a fresh start and that old information no longer be valid. And if it was, in a compromised leak or hack, it won't work and you'll be safe, all right? So make sure you guys are getting new debit card and credit cards. All right. So with that being said, man, be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware of what's going on out here in this real crazy world that we all living in. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there. Because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping this sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke. Let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000, but for limited time only. I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Um, make sure y'all book y'all see on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 250. But if you want to book it for the whole month, it's 600. So don't miss out on that. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour, in person limited gyms, 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month long mentorship, $1,000. Make sure y'all check it out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Media Internet Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, IGs, and TikToks. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives, and make sure y'all getting in ready to fit in with these load ups. All right, 120 and up. You trying to tired of being broke because it ain't no joke. Let's get to work. You know what's going on. Send me the screenshots and let's get to work. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.